Okay, boomer.
Hey guys, and welcome to the 27 Gaming Solo Cup tournament. We had qualifier 1 on Friday, which was spectacular. The top 40 qualified from that one. Then we had qualifier 2 yesterday, which Cyril had a 343 win rate in the solo tournament. Guys, we're going into the finals with, I believe, 90 people queued. So that's absolutely amazing. And shout out to 27 Gaming. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's get straight into game number 1 of the tournament that we have right over here. And we can see exactly who we can go on board with. Let's just jump over to the likes of the owner of 27 Gaming. So we're gonna watch 27 Gaming here, guys. There we go. And yeah, let's enjoy the tournament. Don't be too nervous.
Okay, boomer.
Just have a chill time. Okay. 80 players already off the bat. That's very tough for the players who did die off spawn. Guys, it is also our first 3-game format we've had in our finals due to the fact that it is Ramadan. So this will be ending very, very quickly. It has a total prize pool of 1,250 Rand. First place gets 600, second place gets 400, and third gets 250 Rand. And that's absolutely spectacular. Huge shout out to 27 Gaming Organization. They are very new in the esports industry, and a fun fact is they are going to be recruiting a solo player off the performance from the solo tournament, guys. So if you get a lot of points, you could potentially be joining 27 Gaming. And guys, 27 Gaming is in the area of actually building up and becoming a multi-title esports team. So they're looking at Valorant, FIFA, they're looking at Fortnite, and yeah, so come and join these tournaments in the future if you ever want to pick up a new player and so forth. 75 people remaining in this one. I think we're going to have a stacker for game number 1. We should also have a stacker for game number 2 due to the fact that we just have the consistent amount of players going into 3 games, guys. There's no ways we don't see them all playing for that prize pool, right? Let's go over to Martin to see how things are cooking like for him. Martin also really decent solo play when it comes down to things, and we'll see how things go for him. 70 players remaining. Martin in the middle islands right over here. This is a good solo drop spot. This is actually where I land usually when playing in a solo environment. It's got decent amount of materials. You can get max brick, max wood, and then there's about 6 or 7 chests around over here. And then you can just take the launch pad and go over to the house on top over there. But it's very decent solo positioning, and you can see this happening right now. Martin unfortunately doesn't have long range weapons, as well as a decent shotgun in order to third party that fight over there. But for now, things are looking pretty decent for him. Let's move over to Toasty to see how things are cooking for him. He's already found himself a G-Wagon, so he's going to be in a good position for rotation. Being that this is solo tournament, guys, there's so much RNG around rotations, as well as endgame, being that you're only capped to 1,500 materials. And if you are pulling max zones each moving zone, then it does get a bit tough rotating. So if you're someone who wants a little bit of tips going into your end game, guys, make sure you pick up the likes of shockwaves. Make sure you guys utilize your G-Wagons, your vehicles, and so forth rotating. And if it's the likes of actually having fizz juice in order to sort of utilize jumping further than normal, always try have some form of rotation in the solo tournaments right over here, guys. It's going to help you go further into the finals positions right over there, and that's going to absolutely get you a lot of the points. And guys, the point system has changed from yesterday. Instead of 3 eliminations, we are doing 2 eliminations per point, or two points per elimination instead of 3. So that's going to change the pace of the amount of points each person gets away with. Just make an announcement before some people do get shocked about that. As you know, you can join the Discord if Cyril messages me and lets me know that you can join, then I will let him. Flaming Pizza sniped Pun Luca 25 meters away, so that's absolutely crazy. So we got a W key coming out from Toasty right over here, and things are looking pretty decent right now. Doesn't get the wall. Gets the double. Needs to go for the reload now. I don't think he actually knows that. Toasty didn't pick up that he needed to go for the reload, and that actually got him eliminated. Unfortunate. Very early here for Toasty, guys. He is someone who could have done extremely well in this tournament. Seeing that there is 3 games, guys, it's almost inevitable that if you do die early, then you don't actually get a chance at that prize pool. So Toasty is going to need to pull a rabbit out of a hat in order to try get back-to-back wins, or just perform out of his mind in order to get into that top 3 prize pool. But for now, we are seeing him eliminated very early, game number 1. Should I stream for you? Shay, yeah, join your Discord. I made a call for you, bro. Toasty, good one by you indeed, bro. I called out that you don't really know you're out of your shotgun pellets, and you could have had that one for you, bro. So right now, things are looking pretty decent for the game. Let's move over back to Martin and see how things are looking like for him. It does look like he finds himself in a bit of action. Martin needs to play this carefully. So far, good control coming from him. Needs to get that reload in. He also does only have 6 pellets, so it's a good decision from him to disengage from that, because he doesn't have that much of pellets. He does get a good, beautiful headshot. Good crack, but he's also cracked. He needs to find himself a bit of cover to heal up. He's going for some minis. He is going for some chugs. Nice crack. He has the health advantage right now. Martin could get the elimination, but a shockwave is placed, but he doesn't go that far. This is still a good position for him to get some sort of elimination. And no, he does choke it. Unfortunately, he does choke that position right over there. Martin had the health advantage, and it looked like maybe he also just ran out of pellets in his shotgun. He didn't have that much going into it, and it does look like Josh is just chilling over here, not doing much. We'll go over to Pekka. Pekka, who is from the Reunion Island, has been doing pretty decent overall. He also does have the mythic AR. Pekka is chilling with Mats, and that's exactly what you need. Guys, if you are in the tournament, we definitely need more POVs. Let's see how Adrian is doing. Adrian said he found the special sauce to winning those finals right over here. So let's see how that's going to look like for him. 50 players do remain here. Game number 1. We are going to, I think, zone 3. So that's going to be quite interesting. And he also does have the zone reader right now. So he's going to be in a good position throughout the entire tournament. And that's exactly what you need in a solo tournament. It's just the right positioning per zone so that you're not pulling max. So let's see exactly what happens. Why is this guy's game another language? Because he's French from Reunion Island. How many points a kill, Iro? 2 points a kill, brother. Let's see if Bot is still alive. Bot is indeed still alive. 49 people remaining. It's so good to see you guys come back to back in a tournament. So I have to say thank you so much to the Fortnite community, right? Having to play just 4 games before this tournament and then jump into another solo tournament. I can understand that some of you might be exhausted and, you know, the whole day behind the screen. So a huge thank you to the Fortnite community for just pulling up for the 27 Gaming Organization Solo Cup. We hope we could give you guys more of these going forward with 27 Gaming. We'll have to see exactly what happens over there. But also, guys, show some love to the sponsors, right? Show some love on social media. Go over to the Twitter account and start following them. Just give a little bit of a shout out to 27 Gaming by welcoming them into the esports industry, by also giving them a subscribe on the YouTube channel right over here. It's gonna go a long way for you guys at the end of the day. If you show your sponsors so much support, they would want to do more of these in the future. And I think with 27 Gaming venturing into Fortnite, they are going to be picking up a solo player as well. So it's great for you guys. You know, if you guys want to be part of a family, part of an organization, then definitely grind out for it. Reach out to 27 Gaming, let them know you're interested in joining, and you might be the next 27 Gaming solo player. So let's keep pushing. Does look like we have another reunion player out over here. Let's go over back to Snipes. I think Snipes did die, so we'll go back over to Adrian. Sorry for that, guys. So you see, Adrian's always going to be in that perfect zone location right over there. And that's exactly what we need. Let's put the leaderboard pinned to the chat, guys, so that at least you know what's happening. We do got pro players Tim Barat in this tournament. We also got the likes of Neymar, Bojo. Unfortunately, Reepsy won't be available for the finals. But yeah, we definitely got a lot of pro players competing in this 27 Gaming organization. It all comes down to the who is going to win. And guys, Cyril has been doing really well, right? He won 3 for 3 in the qualifier 2. And then today, he also won the previous tournament that was hosted for South Africa. So right now, he's really showing some consistency in the solo gameplay. Good positioning here for Adrian. Let's move over to Pekka to see how things are looking like for him. Right now, we're in a position where we are going to the end game with 36 players remaining right over here. We could potentially see signs of Storm Surge, but nothing too hectic, as it is only 6 players that might potentially need to be eliminated. No mobility over here with regards to Pekka, so it's going to be tough for him to rotate if the first moving zone doesn't pull in favor for him. Right now, all he needs to do is sit on his docks and just wait exactly for the next zone to sort of form, and we should see something come out from this. But I say we stay on board with Pekka right over here to see what will come out of this one right now. Yesterday in the solo tournament, in the duo tournament, Pekka did manage to win that one right over there, and that was really good, right? But can he perform here in the Solo 27 Gaming Organization Cup? That's exactly what we need to find out. And it is sort of a pull in his favor, but that's still a long way to rotate, right? We're still going to see some distance between him and that safe zone, so it's going to be quite tough for him right over here. So let's see exactly what happens. But decent loadouts. He has 2 chug splashes. He could have had more to try to sit in zone for some areas. Player in his box. Good reaction out from him. Meanwhile, he manages to get quite a decent loadout over there. He does also have Fizz Juice, in which he can swap out for the chug splashes, I believe. That will help him much better in terms of rotating as well. Good reaction coming out from Pekka. 24 players remaining right now. Gets to rotate. And that's definitely so much better than what it was a few minutes ago, where he had no form of rotation whatsoever. Things are looking pretty decent. 23 players remaining. He's got 4 eliminations. He managed to get an elim from the zone kill with just tagging desync right over there. But let's move over to the likes of Saddle to see how things are cooking for him. If he is in here, unfortunately, he isn't in the finals for game number 1. So we stay on board with Pekka to see how he can then rotate and stay alive with these 4 eliminations. A player in his face, but it doesn't get a shot head on. And now just continuing to rotate securely through the zones. And I think that's really good. But he is down to 400 mats. He is going to need a refresh anytime soon. So let's see what that's going to be looking like. And how is he going to be able to clutch. Adrian should still be alive, and he is indeed. So let's jump over to Adrian to see how things are looking for him. So far, things are looking good. He's got decent amount of materials. He's going to go for the chop, and that works for him, and then builds up. But he is going to get sort of shot player in the box, and now shockwave up. I think right here for him is just to try stay on this level instead of trying to build up. He can also fly if need. So far, Adrian's looking to have that secret source work for him. 13 plays remaining and 2 eliminations, and he can still pick up more. And it's a massive refresh here, but unfortunately he doesn't pick up any of the mats, and now he finally does. Max mats on brick, and that's really good. And he does also have medkits in favor for him. 8 players still remaining over here. Is Pekka still in this one, fighting over for the victory royale? And honestly, we have to wait and see if he is alive. Man, why is he taking so long? He is still alive right over here with 50 HP. No mats whatsoever. Good damage to a player above. Oh, unfortunately, he is going to get dead and eliminated by Morg. We go back to Adrian to see how things are for him. Adrian is also eliminated. We got Bob Chan, 008, and Morg still alive. I think the anonymous player on Heights is in a great position here to go with the Game 1 victory royale. There's 3 players remaining, and all he needs to do is just spray down below. I don't see how Bob can survive in the zone right over here. And you can see the anonymous, which I believe might potentially be Tem. We'll have to triple confirm that right over there. He's gone in for super early heal, and I don't see him getting out of the zone right over here. Bob is going to be eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. The anonymous player played it really well for himself, and he was lined up and ready for any action coming out from Bob. An absolutely stacker
Okay,
of the
boomer.
game. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen. That was really good, and that's how exactly want to see game 2 and 3 get into action. So let's get straight into it. Sending the code to you guys.
Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Hey guys, game number one has concluded. We are going into game number two. And before we actually do that, let's look at the leaderboard to actually see where these players are situated and how
Okay,
things are
boomer.
actually looking like. We got Temperat in first with 80 points, guys. That is a 60 point plus 10 eliminations. It's absolutely crazy. Kessie comes in second with 61. Pekka is in third with 54 points. We got Chur in fourth with also 54 points. And then we got Nozovsky in fifth with 49, tied with Adrian. And that's basically what the leaderboard is looking like with game number one concluded. Let's see what game number two has in board with us, guys. We're going to jump on board with the player Toasty to see exactly what he is going to be doing for us right over here. He needs 15 kill win. Is it time? It is time, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing Toasty, who could potentially come out of this one very much crazy. So that's the leaderboard. Let's see what happens. Toasty, I thought I could trust in you. I had to go to the bathroom quickly, but you died of spawn? Come on! Guys.
Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Okay, I just had to deal with something real quick, guys, and we are back for the action. So let's see how Motion is doing here. Moving over to Altus. Does look like Altus is contested. Let's see what Envy Luke is up to. Don't forget to screen share. So Envy Luke also just on the outskirts right over here, and things are looking pretty decent for himself. He does have chug splashes, a med kit, minis, shotgun, an AR, but I'd rather, instead of chug splashes, maybe he can get a rotation slot over there. Maybe shockwaves would help a lot. And be looking some action right over here, holding his build securely. It does look like they are taking a bit of storm damage right over here. He tries to go for a high play, covers himself pretty well. Good damage to the dome! Envy Luke with an absolute amazing accuracy, and he shot right over there. That's what you want to see. Very early on over here, he now manages to get shockwaves, which is exactly what we needed for him right over here in order for him to continue rotating into the end game. That was absolutely beautiful and well played coming out from Envy Luke. Tessie just seems to be chilling and rotating successfully. 27 HD, the owner of 27 Gaming, is also partaking in this tournament right over here, and at least he's alive this time around, just trying to stay alive and rotate. And you can see a couple people are building bases and are in a good position right over there. we'll move over to Prodigy Josh, and let's see how things are cooking for him. He is still alive, which is really good. And then Neighbor, we can see in a kill feed, did manage to get an elimination as well, so things are looking pretty decent. Going back to Luke to see how things are looking like for him. He's still alive, pretty much decent and just rotating out. If we go over to Motion, let's see how things are looking like for him. He's on the outskirts. And if he did pretty well game number 1, and we can look at the leaderboard to see where he is. Motion's not there particularly. He is 77th position right now, but I think that's because he missed game number 1. So he's definitely going to need to get a massive game, and not like Toasty where you die of spawn. You got Altus who's just full on camping in the bush. Nice crack over there from Altus. Let's go over to Shay and see how things are looking like for him. Shay, you're not in the Discord. You're not in your call. Go over to Pekka. Pekka, who is third in the tournament right now. Staying very much alive. So that's really good for him. This time around, he doesn't have his mythic weapon, so it could be a bit tough for him. We go over to Snipes, and I believe Snipes is in the lobby, so that's going to be very unfortunate for him. Altus is still in the same position, and he could get an elimination camping out like this. The player could easily just run by, and he could be in a tough position. I thought we could wait and see exactly if we'll get any action out from that bush camp, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like that's the case. There's a player right over here, motion with the good 42 shotgun tack. Putting a little bit of pressure over here. It does look like he is on 57 HP or 150 HP. Motion doesn't look like he's gonna entertain that rotation. That is a max pull for him right over there. Couple plays he needs to go in between with. Onto Adrian. Adrian's already in zone, and he always does have a zone reader, so he's always going to be in a good position of zone. This time around, let's see what Adrian can do. Zone is closing in a couple seconds, 1 minute to be precise, and he's going to make his way closer to that future zone, and that's exactly what we need from Adrian right now. Darrell is still alive, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see exactly what he's going to be doing this time around. He did die of spawn game 1, so he's going to need a huge pop-off game number 2. Good utilization of the dash. So far, everything's showing good signs for his gameplay right over here. What an elimination. He does pull zone. Does he have enough mats for height? He could potentially play height here, guys. I'm not even kidding. He might go for a leg shockwave, which will help him save his mats a lot over here, so that's good for him. He's also in zone over here. He doesn't need to build anymore. He's already in zone. He can comfortably just wait it out to see exactly what happens. Let's move over to Adrian to see if he's still alive. Adrian is alive with 4 eliminations, guys. This is really good for him. Nice. He manages to pick up motion. He doesn't have any white heals, so that's very unfortunate for him. It does full max. It does have fizz in order to help him continue going into the end game. Let's move over to the second place position player right now on the leaderboard, Kessie, and he's still alive with 1 elimination at hand. If we look at Pekka, Pekka's also third right now in the leaderboard, and he might potentially be alive still. He is indeed the reunion player. 2 eliminations right now, 9 plays remaining. He doesn't have any white heals. His materials is quite low. He's sitting on 8 builds in total. And Pekka now with the rotation right over here, and things are looking pretty decent for him. He can get elimination, and it's Desync who's going to go down to the hands of Pekka. Now with a little bit of a refresh. He has 4 builds remaining. He can use the first to get on a height. He needs to be careful. Oh, he manages to get 2 of those eliminations over there, but that doesn't help him because he is going to get eliminated nonetheless due to the fact that that pushed him all the way to the zone. And you got Sarel here who's already in zone trying to kill. There's 3 players remaining. Nice! But he just comes in second place over there, eliminating Brendo. And who is the winner? Vix. Big W in the chat right over there, guys. Let's see exactly what that puts all these players on the leaderboard. But we'll be back for game number 3.
Okay, Boomer. Okay, boomer.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with game number 3. It is the final game of the 27 Gaming Solo Cup Finals. And we have a tied position for Pekka, and then in second is Kessie. In third, we got Adrian with 105 points. In fourth, we got the likes of Nazovsky. And then in fifth, we got Tembarat, who's just chilling right over there. But this is very close, guys. We've got 4 players who are almost neck and neck in terms of points right over here. So that's really good, right? We want to see stuff like that coming to play because it is only 3 games. This is going to be a deciding factor on who is going to be the grand champion of the Solo 27 Gaming Organization Cup right over here, guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing exactly who out of the top 5 players is going to walk out on top. Tembra did have a bit of a scuff game right over there, but now going into this one, I'm sure things are going to be looking much more better for him. He is going to need a huge game, however, coming through with a massive one. Bra ba ba bra ra. Adrian just looking comfortable on his rotation right over there. Let's move over to Joshi to see how things are looking like for him. It's okay to host a solo tournament once in a blue moon. I don't mind 27 Gaming Organization coming to me with the solo tournament right over here because honestly, we get to see some of these underground players like Kessie, Pekka, the likes of Adrian making a comeback in the Fortnite community. You know, what's Fortnite without Adrian? You know, you need that guy in the community. So yeah, we get to see some of that unique playstyles come together and strategies just playing out for various different people. But I'm happy to see that the solo tournament is going to be coming to an end in a moment. And with such a title race between 5 players, it is going to be very tough on who's going to come out in first. But we can only wait and see exactly what that's going to be looking like. Josh is looking pretty decent on his side of things. Let's look at Toasty, right? Toasty says he needs to come through with a 30 kill win in order to unfortunately he's unable to get that elimination right now. Nice damage. Toasty definitely has the health advantage over here, but he isn't going to be pushing as dramatic as I thought. Both players tagged quite heavily right over here. Toasty now needing to utilize his medkit. Doesn't have any of blue shields and so forth, so you're not seeing Toasty being so aggressive as one should be. No HP, no meds, nothing at all for him over here. Let's move over to Adrian to see how things are looking like for him. Things are pretty much still in favor for him to continue rotating and staying alive, so that's very good for him. We'll go back to Josh to see how things are cooking like for him. 41 players, guys, game number 3. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We are in Ramadan season where we do have a lot of players who are not available. And unfortunately, that's why we're also doing a 3-game format instead of your usual 5 that you used to get and so forth. So now it's coming down to a title winner, very close, but yet very far as well. Kessie still alive, potentially, and also still in that top 3 position. We are seeing 38 players remaining right now, and he's in deep zone, 3 medkits, he's got fizz as well, so he can, if anything, if he gets himself into a bit of a pickle, find himself rotating and trying to stay alive as much as possible. Nice thing about Adrian is he's constantly has that future zone for him, so he's always going to be in a good position. At least he's got this. Ooh, Toasty with a snipe to the dome, managing to get an elimination. He's lining up another shot, but unfortunately is going to miss that one over there. Here's an opportunity to pick up 2 eliminations, and it is Vix who's in that box right over there. Vix, who was the Victory Royale winner for the previous game, finds himself getting W-keyed here by Toasty. Decent mats now to take this fight to a whole nother level. Toasty just putting him into... It does look like Toasty is gonna let him go. You can get Max to refresh. Very close coming up from Toasty. Josh is gonna get doubly keyed right now. And the player's in his box straight, and unfortunately not enough time to react over there. And Josh is gonna be out and dusted. moving over to Kessie. Let's see how things are. Right now, it's all about rotation, right? Whoever's rotating and staying out alive the longest is going to win this tournament between Adrian, Kessie, as well as Pekka. I don't have Pekka's POV, so unfortunately, you can't see exactly whether or not he's still alive in this tournament. The likes of Saro, he needs just to pop off in order to try get into that top 3 placement over there. He did really well, might be exhausted from his gameplay earlier on, because, I mean, it is technically 7 players in a space of since 2 o'clock people have been gaming, so you know there's a lot of exhaustion going into this 3rd game right over here. But so far, Kessie, the likes of Kessie, Adrian, they staying alive. They're getting as much placement points as possible. None of the others have gotten elimination points yet, and that will obviously come towards the end game when we start to see a bit of that action come through. So we'll wait and see exactly what we can expect. But we are down to 24 players right now, and we are going into the end game soon. And right now, Kessie is okay. He does have loads of rotation, 6 shockwaves. So things are going to be looking good for him on the rotation right over here. He does also have a fizz, but no minis, no big pots. Fizz does take a bit of time to get to like even 50 HP, right? Because you have to first jizz it up and then you can then use it. So 24 players remaining. We got 49 seconds until that zone rotates. And we're just outside Lavish Layer. We can see a couple people with the medallions and so forth. And for those of you guys who do not know, there are now 4 medallions with dash, jump, fast movement, get siphoned off eliminations, and then 5% damage more on each attack. So those are the things. It's quite OP going into this season over here if you get a medallion, especially that dash one, because that's permanent rotation for you. You don't have it, obviously regens over some time, but it's still permanent rotation for you. So that's really good. That's exactly what you need right over there. But 23 players remaining. It does look like Kessie is going to be getting himself into action right now, and he does get some massive damage. Player has been cracked, and this is an opportunity for him to pick up his first elimination here, guys, in game number 3. But it does look like he isn't going to get the opportunity to, and he needs to be careful taking in a bit of action right over here. Players are around and on him. So yeah, let's go over to Adrian and see how that zone is going to be looking, where it's going to be pulling towards, and if Adrian is still alive, that is good for him. It does look like that secret source, ladies and gentlemen, that he was talking about on Twitter is working out in favor for him. He doesn't have that much mats. He's down to like 3-3-3 across the board, and he is going to go and try and make his way. He could have gone and slid furthermore down the hill and try and make his way closer to that next zone rotation, but he does have 4 or 5 shockwaves. Adrian taking a wall right over here. He's definitely going to need a refresher. Maybe that's why he's looking at a lot of the opportunity to doubly key and get eliminations. It does look like Kessie was eliminated, unfortunately. Move over to Saro, who now needs to clutch up, seeing that Kessie has drop the ball over there. Saro, who had a bad game 1 but a great game 2, is going to need a massive game for him in order to clutch up and get himself in that top 3 position. A first with maybe 7 eliminations is going to definitely do that for him. Brendo managed to find an elimination, and we did see Brendo going all the way to 2nd place. Guys, it is the final moments we have here for the 27 Gaming Organization Solo Cup, and a huge thank you to HD for organizing this tournament right over here and sponsoring the Fortnite community with a massive 1,250 Rand right there. And we could potentially be seeing one of our first signings to the 27 Gaming Organization very soon following this tournament over here. Good rotation from Saro. He manages to use that dash and just get straight into the next zone right now. Now it's time to pick up some eliminations right over here. Player in the box. He does lose a lot of damage down to a 95 HP area. He does have some fizz in order to help him out over there. Let's see exactly what happens over there. Using a lot of those heals on fizz. Saving 5 for maybe just 1 or 2 rotations, and he is going to get that elimination. What a beam coming out from him, and also a massive refresh as well. That's going to help him big time. 13 players remaining and another max pool zone rotation. He's only got 5 fizz left for him to sort of utilize for the next zone rotation. He did get a good damage on that opponent, but it is going to secure a elimination. Hopefully the zone will do something and maybe add up and tally up some of that elimination for him. And here we go, guys. Last final moments. He does take massive damage, and he's now down to 73 HP. He is getting double keyed, and I believe by Adrian. He's going to go in for that medkit. But he is going to need some blue shields if he wants to find himself staying alive for longer. He does have about 130 mats available to his name. And Saro, who managed to come 2nd last game, and unfortunately just dying to the zone over there as he picked up the 2nd elimination. 11 players remaining. He's going in for another zone rotation, and he's down to literally 8 builds. We can play medkits here. It's a good safe location to do that. 5 builds. 1 build left. I think he's gonna have to sit in zone over here and just try heal up. Hopefully he doesn't get seen. Down to top 5. Zone is going to pull towards him as well, so that's also pretty decent. So he can do a jump. And unfortunately is going to get eliminated. And it is Desi over there who picks up that elimination. Desi, with 4 players remaining, is sitting on height. 3 players now, and we are looking at an anonymous player who is among the top 3 for the final game right now, and it's Aviator Pro as well. A good dash. He does have that medallion in which I was talking about. Or is it just the one from the lake? No, it is the medallion, and it is regenning. 3 players remaining, no mats whatsoever. He drops all the way low. He's gonna go in for a shot of 75, and the attack is gonna go in favor for him. Goes in immediately for that medkit, and Desi is sitting on height comfortably. He does have bandages. Goes all the way into the water. Finds himself in an uncomfortable position. And Desi manages to clutch up for the final game over here, guys. It is the 27 Gaming Organization, and they have now concluded right over there. That was huge coming out from Desi. Let's see what that leaderboard is going to be looking like overall, with Desi putting in that replay into Unite, and then we should be seeing something of some sorts come into the game right over there. So I'll message Desi now so he can actually upload his replay quickly. fact, I can speak with Sarul to do that. Hey, Sarul, can you just upload your replay for me?
Yeah, I got you.
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
So Sarul's gonna upload that replay because he did manage to watch all to the very end over there. And we can see some of the replays coming in. Pekka is sitting on 162 points right now. Cassie on 162 as well. And I should probably remove some points here for these guys, because I'll tell you why. Their points weren't updating earlier. Cassie minus, how much points did I give him? 53. Pekka chilling. 15-0 for Adrian. Okay. So Cassie is on a true 162 point with no points adjusted, so that's fine. Second with 5. Let's adjust Brendo. He got second with 5. 46, 56. No, second plus 10, 50, 65. So Brendo, 65 points. No, Brendo came third last game, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Brendo, so 60 points. Saki came second last game, or Saro. Waiting for the final replay. Okay, guys, we will have to figure this out. I will end the stream and I will figure this out. But again,
Okay, boomer.
Again, guys, thank you so much to the entire 27 Gaming organization for this Solo Cup. 1,250 will be awarded to the top 3 players, and we'll make an announcement on who the top 3 players are on the 27 Gaming organization Twitter. So make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and show some love to 27 Gaming organization on Twitter. Guys, see you, and thank you so much for the broadcast. That was a fantastic 3-game tournament.
Okay, boomer.